Global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Global Happiness Today. Like it or hate him, like him or hate him, you must give it to him when it comes to the issue of politics. I guess he's born with it. Well, it looks like Bola Tinubu has his game plan fully ready. Don't forget that some hours ago, INEC had given a rude shocker over their update. It looks like in this same vein and in the same train, Peter Obi is the only one left out in this manner. But we're going to find out in a moment what he said that is shocking Nigerians. It looks as if also there is a plan B just in case. Well, according to the news, presidential candidate of the All Progressive Congress APC, Senator Bola Tinubu, has said the former National Welfare Secretary of APC, Kabiru Masari, remained his choice of running mate and he was not aware of any placeholder. Tinubu made the clarification on Monday through his media aide Tunde Rahman in a chat. Report was actually riffed that the name of the chieftain of the defunct Congress for Progressive Change (CPC) was merely submitted to the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) by the APC in order to meet up with the June 17 deadline stipulated by the electoral umpire for parties to submit names of candidates, and he would soon be substituted. INEC Commissioner for Information and Voter Education, that's Festus Okoye, while speaking on Arise TV, said there was no provision for placeholder, even as he clarified that there could be substitution. He said the constitution makes it very clear that you cannot run alone as a presidential candidate and must nominate an associate to run with you for that position. As far as INEC is concerned, the presidential candidates have submitted their associates to run, which is with them in the presidential election. As far as we are concerned, there is no form submitted by the presidential candidates where they said we are submitting this person's name as a place or space holder. The issue of space or placeholder is a unique Nigerian invention that has no place in our constitutional and legal framework. Well, political parties candidates have submitted names of associates to run with them, and that's the position of the law as at today, and nothing has changed. For there to be a substitution of a candidate, the vice presidential candidate must write to INEC with a sworn affidavit stating that he is withdrawing from the race within the time frame provided by the law. That's the only way there can't be a substitution of candidates. However, speaking with Tribune Online, Tunde Rahman maintained that Kabiru Masari was Tinubu's choice of vice presidential candidate for 2023. He said, and I quote, he said, without taking issues with INEC National Commissioner, I'd just like to state the situation as it relates to the presidential candidate of APC, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu. And it is that Asiwaju Tinubu has duly completed his nomination forms, including giving the particulars of his running mate. He has returned the completed nomination forms to INEC. He even returned the forms 2 days ahead of schedule. I don't know about the placeholder. This is the coinage of the media. I know he has picked a running mate. He, however, disclosed that consultations were still ongoing among President Muhammad Buhari, Tinubu, his running mate Masari, and the APC national leadership. He noted that if Masari, on his own volition, decides to step down as vice presidential candidate within the stipulated time frame given by INEC, no provisions of constitution and the electoral laws could be viewed to have been observed in the breach. He said, I must add, however, that there are ongoing consultations involving President Buhari, the party's governors, and the APC leadership that Asiwaju Tinubu and his running mate. If following these consultations, the running mate decides, for instance, that he wants to stand down in the interest of the party and the country, I think it's only fair and appropriate to allow him deal with that, as long as it is done within this phase of the electoral law. I take that again. As long as it is done within this phase of electoral law and the time frame for that given by INEC. I think it's within the prerogative of the running mate to take his own decision and to say, for instance, that he would like to stand down because he feels doing so will serve the candidate and the party better than he remaining on the ticket, and this is done in line with the provision of the law and INEC guidelines and timetable. This is the way it is. Oh well, that of course we all know that there's a lot of politics going on, and also in another news very quickly, this has to do with Lawan. It came as a rude shock to many Nigerians when there was an update released on from INEC that anyone who like that what happened to Akpabio, Senator Akpabio, Gospel Akpabio. Same thing, similar thing happened to Lawan, Ahmed Lawan, the Senate President, where they ran in, picked the presidential party's APC presidential party ticket, and they had someone in view or in lieu. But unfortunately, when they wanted to take back their mandate ticket, the candidates were like, hey, there's nothing like that. What do you mean? I contested and I won. What do you mean by I should release it to you? You went for presidency, you did not win. What do you mean by I should let go? It's not done. I think the only person who had it smooth and clean was Umahi. Umahi, I think his brother stood in for him, and so it was just easy for him to return the ticket to Umahi. So Umahi is safe and sound, but these two, Ahmed Lawan and Godswill Akpabio, may be having a hackling tax in telling their surrogates to step down, stand down. Well, unfortunately, Bashi and Machina have decided that in no way is he stepping down. Because he woke up and he realized that his name has been substituted by the APC when he was submitting National Assembly senators list. He discovered that his name, according to him, was mischievously missing and replaced with Ahmed Lawan. And now the new electoral law, INEC updates release, release the new latest release made by INEC, is that for any of such to happen, there have to be a letter, a letter, an affidavit for the presidency, affidavit for senators, a letter written by the person who's stepping down, giving reasons why he's stepping down, who sign and write to INEC and also write to the party with that he's doing that in good faith. Only then can the likes of Ahmed Lawal and the rest run another race, and within a specific period of time. So whatever that is going on has to have a time frame. So if that specific period of time elapses and they don't do the needful by changing or getting the required affidavit and letter, that means Bashi Machina will have to be the running the candidate for Yobe senatorial, not senatorial district. I guess whatever it is, Ahmed now I need to expedite whatever actions he needs to do, and maybe have to go through party authority or party structure. One doesn't know, but one thing is certain: that young man looks like somebody who will not go who will not leave that seat without a fight. And that also brings me very quickly to Peter Obi. Peter Obi is seemingly is the only person who brought in a candidate that definitely will not favor him if for any reason his consultations don't come out quick and on time. Either which way, Bola Ahmed is saying, I've chosen a candidate, but if during our consultations we find a better and stronger candidate, we can always the guy can always step down. But either which way, even if the time elapses, because I can still run with Masari, I'm good, I'm cool with him. Okay, so Peter Obi is the only person who cannot run with Dr. Doyin Okungbe. He has to get another Muslim. It's compulsory for better equity and balancing. So whatever it is, they need to be quick and expedite action. That's going to wrap it up. Let's put in our comment section. So